Hi friends, welcome to my channel. For those of you that are new here, my name is Katelyn and I like to film eyeshadow palette ranking and review videos, as well as the occasional other beauty content or other content sprinkled in. So if you like indie makeup, if you like eyeshadow palettes, if you like me in general, I highly recommend that you hit that subscribe button because I post 2 videos every single week. And for those of you that are not new here, my face is happy that you are seeing it again. And I am so excited for today's video. We're going to be, as you can see from the title, talking about the Melt Cosmetics and Nightmare Before Christmas collab, and I just think it's going to be so much fun. So let's just get into it. If at any point you find yourself enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps push my content out to more people, so hopefully I can get more subscribers. Not that that's the goal. I really just like to have fun here, but you know, it'd be nice to like have new friends, right? Okay, I went through and swatched everything and talked about prices and everything over on my TikTok. It's a 2-parter, so if you just want to hear my thoughts or see these swatches of the items on my skin tone, that's on my TikTok, KATELYNHOUSEMAKEUP. I'm sorry to do that to you, but I did it anyway. So we're just gonna dive right in to do a look. We're gonna start with the Halloween Town palette, which is so fun. I will be fully transparently honest. I love a lot of Tim Burton movies. Nightmare Before Christmas is not my favorite of all of them. I know, I'm a terrible person. I bought this whole collection and now it's sold out and there's fans of the movie that can't get it. I'm so sorry. I am. But that makeup bag is incredible. And initially I was gonna put it in a giveaway, but I can't part with it. Like, I love it. It's so good. And so yeah, I'm really sorry. But anywho, I have seen the movie a couple of times, but it's just not my favorite. So let's do an eyeshadow look. Let's see. I am wearing like a really bright, colorful sort of dress today, which feels weird because it feels like it should be fall, but whatever. I live in Phoenix, Arizona. We don't know what fall is here. Did I even show you guys the inside of the palette? Here's the inside of the palette in case you've never seen it. It's such a fun color story. I feel like it's giving Halloween, but it's also just like fun and bright and colorful. Let me know if you want to see swatch comparisons of this palette. I wasn't sure how many people realistically have a ton of Melt palettes. I literally have every Melt eyeshadow palette with an asterisk. I just gave my sister the Fire Sign palette because I don't like red eyeshadow. So that one's gone. And I technically have decluttered the other Bad Side Zodiac palettes from my collection because I just didn't really like those as time went on. And didn't find myself reaching for them, but technically the other 3 are still in my house. Anywho, we're starting with Bone Daddy and an angled eyeshadow brush. And I just want to create like a smoky outer wing situation. I'm not bringing it all the way across. Oh, and this is the mirror. It is sold out right now, but, oh no, the mirror's not. The bag is. The mirror at the time that I'm filming this is still available. Isn't it so freaking cute? Oh my gosh. They just did such a good job. I feel like between this and their Beetlejuice collection, they really just put in so much thought into their collabs, and just sometimes all of their, like the whole collection. I felt like my issue with the Bad Side Zodiac collection is that it was like 4 little palettes and that was it, and I just didn't feel like there was a ton of thought like put into it, if that makes sense. So I think that's why I just never vibed with that collection. But this whole collection, there's so much thought put into each piece of it. I just think it's so pretty. I really, really like it. I just like when you can tell somebody put in a ton of effort into something, you know? I think that's awesome. I'm also super excited because I feel like I've seen a lot of like commentary lately saying that Melt was in their flop era. And I'm not gonna lie, there were some palettes that they've launched. Like I said, the Bad Side Zodiac was not for me. But their other palettes have been really good, I thought. Like, I liked Electrip. Dark Matter's not like my favorite palette of all time, but I still like it. So I felt like calling them in their, like saying they were in their flop era was like a little bit harsh. But I know a lot of people didn't like the Electrip palette, so I don't know. I think they had like an issue with the mattes or whatever. And like if I had done that cleaner, you could just stop right there. I'm laughing because every time I do any sort of eyeshadowing, I say that. I'm like, here's look one. Let's keep it going, but you could stop here. So next I'm going to take, this is a Blend Bunny Cosmetics B1 brush. It's like slightly fluffy, but kind of pointed. We're going to go into the shade The Mayor, and I don't think I pointed, but Bone Daddy's this dark purple, and then The Mayor is like a mid-tone, like magenta-y purple. And we're just going to smoke over where we put that purple wing. And that's why I didn't place it the most careful, because it's okay if it's messy. My dress is pretty much a rainbow dress, so am I going to try and get as many of these shades on my eye as possible? Pretty much. That's going to be the goal. So prepare yourselves. I think the only one I'm not going to be able to get on is Gone Again, which is the orange metallic. And that's only because I mean, like, I could force it on here if I really wanted to, but I don't really want to with what I'm envisioning. And I think that shade will go well with the two, like, metallic liners. So that will probably be my next look that I do. So now I'm taking my Singe Beauty EO2 brush. It's like a small, fluffy blending brush. And we're going to go into the shade My Bugs right there. Also, I am curious. Let me know in the comments if you grabbed this collection and if you grabbed it because you're a Melt fan, you're a Nightmare Before Christmas fan, if you're just a makeup fan in general and thought this was a really pretty collection. Let me know the tea in the comments down below. I didn't really come into this with a game plan, if I'm being honest. So I just sort of went for it. Okay, this is the Singe Beauty EO3. It's a slightly fluffier brush. I'm gonna get a little bit of that shade My Bugs on there and just use this brush to kind of more softly diffuse into the crease. We're gonna go back into the Mayor because I feel like I lost that shade a little bit. I feel like I've probably been blocking my eye this entire time with this mirror, and I'm so sorry, but it's really nice to be able to get up close. This mirror is way cleaner than the mirror I've been using. So that was kind of nice to be able to actually see what I'm doing. So I feel like I maybe lost my train of thought while I was talking about this. So if I did already say this, whoops, I guess editing me can cut this out. But if you want to see swatch comparisons, because I do have all of the other Melt palettes, except for, like I said, some of those, well, really one of those, because I could pull the decluttered ones out, because technically they're just in another room. I haven't given them away yet, but the I can compare to all the palettes that I do have, do some swatch comparisons. If you have a ton of Melt, that might be helpful to know if you need this, or if you just want to see how it compares for curiosity purposes, or if you have a ton of Melt, didn't pick this up, and want to see if you can create this yourself within what you have, we can do that. But let me know. I didn't want to film that video in case people didn't really want that, so here we are. Okay. Something weird is happening over here. I could tell as soon as I put the mattes down over here that it was like drier on this lid than it was on the other, and not the eyeshadow, but like my base or something. It was like, and not drier, it was like almost tackier is the word I'm looking for. I don't know, super weird, but I feel like we got relatively even. So now I'm going to take my Singe Beauty EO4 and we're going to go into, I think I want to go Oogie Boogie, because I think I want to go green, blue, purple, because I love green, blue, purple eyeshadow combos. When I swatched Oogie Boogie, it felt so dry, but it swatched like so soft and still really shiny. It was kind of weird, but like when I touched it with my finger, I was like, oh, that's dry, but then it looked beautiful when I put it on where I was swatching. So I don't know, it's kind of like it's almost like a satin, like it's not super sparkly, but it is like a high metallic. I don't even know how to explain it, if I'm being honest. It's just so pretty. This is giving Beetlejuice right now, but we will add, like, I probably could create this with my Recently Deceased palette, like this exact look so far, but we're gonna add more shades. I just love this though. I just feel like there's something about the tones that Melt does. I don't know. They speak to me. So now we're doing Mausoleum, which is the blue shimmer. I'm using that same brush. I'm just flipping to the other side. And I always spray my shimmers with Fix Plus. Mausoleum, I told my husband when I grabbed this palette, I told him that Mausoleum was going to be my favorite shade. But I don't know. It might be Oogie Boogie now. Because even though Mausoleum's like more sparkly, there's something about that color of green that Oogie Boogie is that is touching something in my heart. So last but not least, we're taking this Morphe M124 brush. We're going to go into the shade Wormswort, which is the purple shimmer. And this one is like really soft. Like by comparison to Oogie Boogie, it's like a different type of formula. Just breathe in Fix Plus. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. Like just the color on these is insane. Like I feel like we're all really used to the really sparkly shimmers right now. But there's less of these shimmers that are just packing like an absolute punch. Okay, so I built up Bone Daddy a little bit more and kind of smoked it into the purples a bit more, and I feel like you can see the difference between the two eyes that I think that was beneficial. So I'm gonna go do the rest of my makeup, except for, of course, we have lipstick and highlighter to use. I don't think either of the liners are really speaking to me for this look, but I will definitely do a look with those here soon. So be right back. Okay, so I am going to run the shade Bone Daddy on that same angled liner brush from earlier along my lower lash line. We're not going to do the same mattes that we did, but I want to start with that one just to keep some cohesion from the upper to lower lash line. I also feel like this is the deepest shade in the palette, although, oh, so there might be two shades I don't use. Okay, because of the way that I went with this, but that's all right. Okay, yeah, actually, I have an idea. I'm gonna take, I just did a color switch. I'm gonna take this same brush and we're gonna go into the shade Ooze, which is this like, it's kind of like a dark turquoisey green, but also maybe leans a little bit foresty green. And we're gonna run that along the part that we didn't just take Bone Daddy. Next up, I'm gonna take this Be Perfect BPE 18 and we're gonna go into the shade Shriek. And I'm running this across the whole shebang. Last up, we're going to take a Blend Bunny B4 brush and we're going to go into the shade Ragdoll. All right, and then inner corner, I'm going to do the face highlight on the inner corner. Just, I don't know, for fun. I could take Oogie Boogie, or is it just Oogie? I think it's just Oogie. No, it's Oogie Boogie. I forgot already. But I thought the face highlight might be fun because it brings in not green, blue, purple, and my dress is like a full-on rainbow, so I wanted something just a little bit more. I mean, in theory I could work that orange in now because it'd blend in with that, but I'm not going to because that might just be a little much for me personally. Okay, so now I'm gonna take this highlighter. We'll see if it works on my skin tone. I feel like it might be a little bit dark, but that is, yeah, I have a cast. Okay, so when I look straight, I don't know if it'll show up on camera. It's definitely dark. It's very pretty when you turn to the side. This is one that I'm probably gonna have to have on my lids or save for when I'm tan, because it's not like way too dark, but it's slightly too dark for me. That's okay though. I'm very pale, so if everything worked on me, it probably wouldn't work on most people. And I feel like putting it with my blush, it works okay. It's just where I didn't blush, like right here, it looks a little bit darker, but just kind of looks like I blushed my nose a little bit. Okay, that is pretty much it. I'm trying to decide if I want to like go full Monty and do like a dark lip. I kind of do. But I'm supposed to be eating ribs tonight. Is that going to be difficult with a dark lipstick? Probably. I'll think on it. We'll come back and show you the finished look. Okay, I decided to go for the dark lip mainly because I have like this really bright outfit on, fun shoes, and I thought the dark vampy lip would be like a fun juxtaposition of everything. So again, Lock, Shock, and Barrel. Eyelids are so dry that this ultra matte is just going to be painful. That's okay. It at least probably won't move. And if you're curious, the lip liner I used was Mamacita from ColourPop. That was just the closest one that I felt like I had. And I feel like it matched okay. Is this the perfect lip application? No, because I haven't done a super dark lip in, I could not tell you how long. I haven't even done like a colorful lip in like a minute, so. Okay, here's the finished look. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm not gonna lie, between the bright eye and the dark lip, it's kind of a lot. It is. And this is so dry. Their ultra matte lipsticks, I'll be honest, are not my favorite just because I have such dry lips that I don't like a matte lipstick, period, from any brand. So will I use these a ton? Probably not, but I do think this is a good one for like a really dark vampy lip, especially when you don't want it to move. Like I'm feeling like this is gonna be locked in place. Locked, shocked, and barreled into, no. Anyways, let's run through my thoughts on things. First of all, makeup bag, mirror, I didn't showcase them. They're amazing. Like, I really do like both of those. I feel like the accessories, they killed, especially the makeup bag. I know it's sold out right now. Hopefully they bring it back. The eyeshadow palette, I really like this. I used every shade except for one, but like some of the shades only got like a lower lash line feature, you know, so not 100% sure on everything. I do want to keep playing with this more, but I really like the tones that they had of the purple. They're kind of like a grungy purple matte. I think that's really fun. I do really like this color story. Again, let me know in the comments if you want to see swatch comparisons to some of my other melt palettes. I will try and get that up if I can. Swatch comparisons are kind of hard, like a lot of work to do, but not super hard to edit. So anyways, okay, I haven't tried the gel liners yet. I do really like that formula from them though, so I'm sure I'll like those. Already told you my thoughts on the lipstick. The highlighter, I adore. Like the packaging is amazing. The embossing on the inside is so cute. The little imprint they have on the mirror too is adorable. I love that product. I think it's really nice. I also think it looks pretty good. Like I went back over with blush, and I don't know that the cast is really noticeable when I bring my, like when I'm putting it more as like a blush topper than like a true highlighter, but it's definitely giving me glistening and glowing. I can see myself in like my view. So anyways, that's my thoughts on the collection. If it's worth it to you, that's up to you. If I had to recommend one product that is still in stock at the time that I'm filming, it would be the highlighter. I really like the highlighter. I think it's really nice. If there's anything that I would, like, I don't know if I would skip anything. It depends on like what you have. Like I feel like you might have these shades in other palettes, but if you want it in Melt's formula, I do think the tones in here are really nice, and I think it was a nice performance. These, again, I don't know what kind of liner situation you got. Same with this. If you like, for these, if you like matte lipstick, you'll like these. If you don't like matte lipstick, skip these. But anyways, that's it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you all next time. Bye!